Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today, sit a while for we are playing some more Out of the Park Baseball 22 with the Montreal Expos in 1995, because we are 1 year later than when I started doing this. It's been a blast so far doing this. Pretty pleased with this. Now the as we saw the last time out, so last time out was maybe a little bit boring. I read through 144 lines of a Google Doc for every transaction and meaningful things that happened during my off season, so that we could see where we're at. We have a very different team, and we drafted really heavily on pitchers, so eventually we're gonna have a pretty decent pitching staff. Sadly, last time out, the last game, it didn't quite go as planned. We allowed 18 hits. It just was a mess. But our offense did produce 8 runs, and some of the new guys did pretty good, so I'm pretty happy about that. Before I get into today's 2 games that we're gonna play, I'm only gonna do the remaining 2 games for that Pittsburgh series. I need to go cook dinner after that because hockey season is on, folks, so that takes priority over everything for me. And the Sens are playing tonight. We are hosting the Washington Capitals, and I will be watching that, but I need to cook dinner before I do that. Alright, so I had a request on my YouTube channel, and it was to look at Kirby Puckett's ratings so that we can look and see if he's gonna be good for us, and I think that he will. So he still has pretty good contact. He has okay gap power, not a decent home run power, but I'm not expecting too many home runs from him. Now the thing to note is that he has a low I rating, but a decent avoid K. So what that means is that he's not gonna strike, or at least he shouldn't be striking out at a ridiculous rate, but he's also probably not going to be walking a whole lot either. So that's usually what that means. When you play out of the park baseball and you see a guy that has a low I rating but a good avoid K's rating, that just means that they swing, sometimes at pitches that are balls or something like that. So think Vladimir Guerrero in real life. That guy would just swing at anything. The balls in the dirt, he didn't care. He was just hacking at it. So just kind of see that like that. Also, I wanted to take a look because in the first game he had a ball that went above his head, so I wanted to see the outfield range. He has 71, and my other option at center field is Ruben Rivera, and he has 81, but he's more prone for errors, so I think I prefer to have him in left field because of that. So I think I'm gonna keep it as is for now. Of course, it's really early in the season, so we can always adjust as we go, but for now I'm going to keep it this way. Alright, so game 2 in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. We're gonna be facing John Lieber, a decent pitcher. Had a decent, Pittsburgh was bad last year and he had a winning record, so that should tell you all there is to know about him. And if you look at that, 49, he walked 49 and struck out 179, so pretty dominant pitcher all in all. Very decent 3-star pitcher. We're gonna go with Jose Rosado. He was pretty good for us last year. Maybe not the same kind of numbers that John Lieber got, but still pretty good. ERA barely under 3, but it's still under 3, so it counts. So pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna make a substitution for this game, and it's gonna sound odd because it's only the second game of the season and everything, but I want to try different things. So no, not Pittsburgh, Montreal. Alright, so for this game, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play Ray Sanchez at second base, and I want to try Walt Weiss at shortstop. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, and I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna try to have Ruben Rivera leading off and see how he does in that position. So, like I said, I'm trying different things here. It's still early. I didn't play my own spring training, so I'm still kind of trying to figure things out. Oh, I need to give you a position. Do I want Walt Weiss batting in front of Ray Sanchez? I don't think so. I think Walt Weiss is going to be my number 8 hitter, which is okay. I want him in there for the defense. I want to see how Ray Sanchez is going to do at second base. I think that he's a good defender, so I want to kind of see my options here. Because I also have Jody Reed, but... Or maybe I play Jody Reed and not play Walt Weiss. No, my first idea is the best, right? That's how I'm gonna win games, by being stubborn. Wait, I don't think that's how that works. Alright, so I'm gonna go with that, trying something new. I never let off with Ruben Rivera, and we're gonna try that today. Pittsburgh is going to go with Eric Owens batting first, Martin F. J. Bell, Kevin Young, Andy Van Slyke, Jerry Brooks is going to be playing first base, Sean Green, and Paul Konarko. So a little bit of a different look here against the lefty Jose Rosado than they sent against Hideo Nomo. So as usual, go Expos and play ball. I don't know why I always try to say it with like that deep voice. I think it has to do with like playing those old baseball games on the older systems and everything. It always sounded like they always were giving the referee a deep voice. Alright, let's get started. Ruben Rivera facing John Lieber, first batter of the game, full count. That's grounded to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Alright, at least he touched the ball. Kirby Puckett is going to be batting second, so I have John Kruk batting third against righties. So we'll see how that goes. Right, no count to Puckett. Grounds it to second. That's another ground out, and that is out number 2. John Kruk follows, 70 contact against righties, that's pretty decent. 1 and 2. And he struck out swinging. Alright, so we go down in order here in inning number 1. Going into the bottom of the first, still no score, obviously. Eric Owens is going to face Jose Rosado first. 0-1 to him. Grounds it to the pitcher, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Martin Neff is next, full count to him. Grounds it to short, the throw by Walt Weiss, and it is out number 2. J. Bell, batting third, is next, 2 outs, no count. Oh, that's it pretty well. And that's a home run, despite a heck of a run by Ruben Rivera. So solo blast for J. Bell. The Pirates are ahead 1-0 here, as J. Bell takes Jose Rosado deep in the first inning. Kevin Young is next, still playing hurt, 1 and 2. Struck out swinging. Alright, so 1 mistake pitch, that's not the end of the world. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. Hopefully we don't lose 1-0. Alright, so Kent Herbeck is going to be facing John Lieber. No count. That's it to right. Not a whole lot of pop to it, and that's cut by Van Slyke for out number 1. That brings up Charles Johnson batting 6th here against right. Oh no, batting 5th. Sorry, I moved my lineup around. 2 and 2. Grounds it to third. Oh, that might be an error. Yep, that's an error. So Charles Johnson is safe on an error by Kevin Young at third base, who mishandled the ball. And now Jeff King comes to bat with a runner on first and 1 out. 1-0 to him. Oh, that's it with some carry there against his former team. Jeff King goes deep opposite field. Oh yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. 2-run blast, and all of a sudden we're up 1. It is 2-1 for the Expos. Right, that brings up Ray Sanchez. No count. That's a base hit to center. Alright, little liner there. So a single for Ray Sanchez, and that brings up the freshly signed Walt Weiss. Let's see what you can do here. 0-1. Oh, there. Oh no, Ray Sanchez is going. And he's safe. First stolen base of the season for Ray Sanchez. And now we have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. 1-2 to Walt Weiss. He grounds it to second. That advances the runner, but there's 2 outs now with the pitcher coming to bat. So I'm not going to put too much money there, and it's Jose Rosado. He's not all that great a batter. With Carlos Perez, maybe I would risk a $5 or something. Not with Jose Rosado. 0-1. Grounds it to the pitcher, and that's out number 3. The Expos, however, take the lead with a 2-run blast by Jeff King against his former team. It is 2-1 for the Expos going into the bottom of the 2nd here in Pittsburgh, Three Rivers Stadium. And Van Slyke is leading off the 2nd for the Pirates. 1-1. That's it to left. Rivera is there, and he catches it for out number 1. That was it. Pretty weakly. Jerry Brooks is next. He has okay ratings. 2-2. Struck out swinging. Oh yeah. There's 2 outs now. Sean Green is next. 0-2. Struck out swinging as well. And just like that, the Pirates are done in inning number 2. We are going into the top of the 3rd, still up by 1. And we have Ruben Rivera leading things off for us here, 2-1. That's it to center. And that's cut by Sean Green for out number 1. He barely had to move on that one. Kirby Puckett is next with 1 out, no count. Grounds it to short, and that's a long throw, but it's in time for out number 2. And John Kruk with 2 outs now, 1-2 to him. And he struck out looking tough. Tough night for John Kruk, who struck out both times he came to bat. So my top 3 guys are 0 for 6 so far. Total. We're not in inning number 13 or anything like that. Alright, Paul Konarko leading off inning number 3 for the Pirates, 2-2 to him. And that's it to left, and it's going to fall in front of Rivera for a base hit. So Pirates get a leadoff runner here with nobody out. John Lieber is coming to the plate now. He is more than likely going to bunt. 0-1. And that's a good bunt. And that's a sacrifice. It advances Konarko to second base. So now the Pirates have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And Eric Owens comes to bat. 0-2. Strikeout would be huge, and it is. Struck out swinging. Jose Rosado comes through yet again. Brings up Martin Neff. He has a lot of power for a guy that I never really heard about in real life. 0-1. That's it to center. Oh, it falls in. Alright, so it's gonna score a run. That's a double from Martin Neff. So it is now 2-2. And now Jay Bell is the next batter. 2 outs runner on second base. 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. Alright, 2 on, 2 outs. Kevin Young the batter. 2-1. Oh, that's an infield single. Alright, so Walt Weiss cannot get it clean, so that's an infield single. So now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And Andy Van Slyke is the batter, 1-0. That's a base hit to left. It's going to be extra bases all the way to the fence. Oh boy. Our pitching is killing us again this year. That's a triple, or is it a double? Yeah, it's a double. It is now 5-2 for the Pirates. Yikes. Jerry Brooks is next. 2 outs, runner on third. No count. That's a base hit to center. It is now 6-2 for the Pirates. Whew. It's not good, folks. It is not good. Right, Sean Green with a runner on first, 2 outs, 2 and 2. Grounds it to the pitcher, and that's out number 3 finally. All of that after 2 outs too. They did the same thing to me in the previous game too. They had like that 6-run inning where they did most of the damage after 2 outs, and they just did it again. 6-2 for the Pirates, top of the 4th. Kent Urbeck is gonna be leading off for us here. No count. Grounds it to second base, and he's thrown out for out number 1. Charles Johnson is next, 2 and 2. Struck out swinging. Jeff King with 2 outs, no count. That's it to right, but this time it's cut by Van Slyke, and that's out number 3. We are out in order here. We needed to have some kind of a response here, and we whimpered away. Alright, Paul Konerko is next. Full count. That's a base hit to right. Wow, we are struggling. Alright, John Lieber is next. So that's how they started that inning, right? The previous inning, 1 and 2. Oh, struck out trying to bunt. That's good. Alright, so 1 out. Runner stays at first base. The lineup flips over for Eric Owens now, 2 and 2. Grounds it to second. That's fielder's choice. We got the runner out at second base, but we couldn't get the double play. So 2 outs now. Runner on first. Marty Neff is the batter, 1 and 1. Owens goes. Oh, he's out. What a throw by Charles Johnson. Alright, we are still down 4 here going into the top of the 5th with Ray Sanchez, the batter, 2 and 2. That's it weekly. And that's caught by Sean Green in center field for out number 1. Walt Weiss is the next batter, 1 and 1. That's it weekly to center as well. Sean Green after it, and he is a busy man, and he has 2 outs to his credit in that inning. Well, I guess 2 put outs, I should say. And then Jose Rosado is the batter. I guess I'm gonna try to have him finish 5 innings, 2 and 2, and he struck out swinging. All right, we only have 2 hits to our name in this game. Right, Marty Neff, 1 and 0. That's it to left. Rivera after it, catches it for out number 1. J Bell is next. No count. Oh, that's another home run for J Bell. It is now 7-2. Yeah, I had the best of intentions, but I think we're done with Rosado. Wow. We ain't getting the pitching, folks. We ain't gonna go far without the pitching. Gonna bring in Walt Terrell. Hopefully this time he actually gets to pitch a few innings. Alright, Kevin Young with 1 out. 0-2 to him. That's it to center, and it's over Kirby Puckett's head. That's gonna be extra bases on an 0-2 pitch. 2 base hit for Kevin Young. That's a double. That's 2 balls that went over Kirby Puckett's head. I'm not sure what's up with that. Alright, Andy Van Slyke is the next batter. 0-2 to him as well. And he struck out swinging. That's a little bit better. Jerry Brooks is next, 1 and 0. And that's it really weakly. And Ray Sanchez catches it for out number 2. The Pirates add 1 run. We are down 7-2. Going into the top of the 6th. Ruben Rivera facing John Lieber. No count. That's it weakly to left. Marty Neff is there, and he catches it for out number 1. Kirby Puckett is next. No count. And that's it really weakly to the first baseman, and that's cut by Brooks for out number 2. John Kruk with 2 outs, 2 and 1. Well, at least he won't strike out this time. Nope, that's a base hit to right. Alright, so single to right for John Kruk. He keeps the inning alive. We need some runs here. A timely home run by Kent Herbeck would be really nice. 1-1. Nope, that's it. Fairly weakly to right. Van Slyke is there. He catches it for out number 3. So we got a hit, but we couldn't do anything with it. We are down 5. Going into the bottom of the 6th, where Sean Green is going to be facing Walt Terrell to lead things off. Full count. And he walks. Paul Konerko is next. No count to him. Oh, Sean Green is going. Oh, he's out again. Johnson cut 2 would-be base stealers in this game. 2-1 to Konerko. That's grounded to third. And he's out. Alright. He already had 2 hits against me. I didn't need another one. And now John Lieber is the batter with 2 outs. 1-1. Grounds it to third. King with the throw. And that's out number 3. Alright. Alright, Terrell did okay. Didn't allow it run. Right, Charles Johnson leading off the 7th for the Expos. 2-1. We are 5 runs down. Oh, what a catch by Martinez. I thought that it was going to be a base hit, but a diving catch takes an extra base hit away from Charles Johnson. There's 1 out. Jeff King is the batter. No count. Grounds it to short. That's a good throw to first. That's out number 2. Ray Sanchez is next. 1-0. Grounds it to short, and he's thrown out for out number 3. Let's see if Terrell is able to pitch a little bit more. So Eric Owens leads the 7th for the Pirates. No count. And that's line to second base, so Ray Sanchez for out number 1. Marty Neff is next, 2-1 to him. That's fly to center. Puckett is there. He catches it for out number 2. Jay Bell is next. He already has 2 bombs in this game. 0-1. That's a base hit to center. That's quite a game for Jay Bell. He was a pretty good player in real life, too. Kevin Young with 2 outs, runner on first, 1-1 to him. That's it to left. And Rivera catches it for out number 3. Alright, 7-2 still the score for the Pirates. Walt Weiss leads things off here in inning number 8, 2-2. Rounds it to second base, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Gonna go with let's go with Luis Polonia to face the righty John Lieber. Come on, buddy. 0-1. That's it to right. Should be cut by Van Slyke. He's there, catching it for out number 2. Ruben Rivera is next with 2 outs. Full count. That's it to center. Oh, that's cut, I think. Yep. That's cut for out number 3. We didn't go far here. Alright, so bottom of the 8. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with John Cerruti. He's a lefty. I'm going to be facing 2 lefties here. So let's bring Cerruti in. Alright, Van Slyke facing Cerruti. 2-0. Grounds it to first, and he's out for out number 1. Jerry Brooks is next, 1-0. Grounds it to short. That's a good throw by Walt Weiss, and that's out number 2. Sean Green is next, 1-1. And that's a base hit to left. Fell right in front of Rivera. So after 2 outs, the Pirates get a runner on base. We've all seen what they can do with that. Paul Konarko 0-2, and there's okay. All right. So stolen base. We didn't have a throw this time. So Green steals the second base of the season. 1-2 to Konarko. That's a base hit, and that's gonna score a run. That's extra bases all the way to the fence. Konarko is having himself a game. That's a run scoring double. We are down 6 runs. It is 8-2. That is not good. Alright, facing John Lieber now. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs, 2-1. He hits it to second base, and Sanchez with the throw. That's out number 3. Pittsburgh adds a run. We're gonna need quite the comeback here. And they're gonna keep John Lieber in there. Alright, Kirby Puckett is 0 for 3 in this game. I could use a base hit here. 2-0. That's it to center. Not a whole lot of carry to it. That's cut by Green for out number 1. John Kruk is next. 1 out. No count. Oh, that was a terrible pitch to swing at. Flied out to left for out number 2. So we're down to our last out. It is Kent Urbeck. 2-2. Grounds it to first, and that's the end of the game. Not a great showing. We lost 8-2. We're allowing too many runs in this at the start of this new season. We're gonna need for somebody on the pitching staff to stand up and give us a decent performance. Yeah, J Bell was 3 for 3, 2 home runs. Yeah. Not a whole lot of nice things to say about this game. We're gonna go ahead and sim until tomorrow. Oh, that changes things. That I'm not sure I like. Alright, so they recalled Brett Barbary, so we get Brett Barbary back on the lineup, but they are sending down Ray Sanchez, so I'm losing my starting shortstop, so now I kind of have to play, I guess, Walt Weiss. I didn't necessarily want for him to be a starter there. I guess I could start Barbary at short, but he's not very good defensively. That's my problem with it. Yikes. Alright. He's a 42 at shortstop. Walt Weiss is a 60. He's also not likely to commit an error. Barbary is... No, he's not that bad. 92. Okay, range and turn double play. I'm gonna have at shortstop. I try to prioritize defense. I'm gonna have to go with Walt Weiss on that, so we'll see how that goes. But we might have Walt Weiss as our starting shortstop. What a turn of events! All right. Now let's see here. I like to come here now and see if we did anything. Okay. Nothing too crazy. All right. So we're gonna play game number 3 now. All right. So we're gonna be facing Esteban Loaiza. So hopefully we face, the bad Esteban Loaiza, because Esteban Loaiza had a couple good seasons in real life and then some really terrible ones. So hopefully we face the latter. We're going to have Miguel Batista on the mound for this game. Hopefully we can get our first win of the season here. All right. gonna try to shake things up again. Alright, I'm gonna play Russ McGuinness at catcher for that game and see what happens. So he can play catcher. He has a 61 rating there. So, and I think I'm gonna leave him batting. No, I think there you go. Let's try with that and see what happens. Alright, so on top of Loaiza, we're facing Sean Green, Martin Neff, Kevin Young, and events like J Bell, Jerry Brooks, Naifi Perez, and Paul Konarko. Alright, so Eric Owens is getting a day off. We're going to be facing Naifi Perez. Pretty good defensively, switch hitter. Alright. Let's get this thing going here, see if we can win a baseball game. Go Expos! Please, win something! In 1995, I would be what? Math is not easy for me. Wait. That doesn't sound right. I was what, 16? Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess so. I would be 16. So I would be probably upset at the world right now that the Expos are 0-2. Alright, the Shields gets us started against Loaiza, 1-1. That's flying to center, and that is out number 1 on a fly ball to Sean Green. 1 out for Kirby Puckett, 2-2. And he struck out swinging. John Kruk is next, full count. And he walks. Alright. That's what I want to see more from John Kruk, getting on base. Kent Herbeck is next, 1-2. That's grounded to first, and he's out for out number 3. So we get a walk, and that's it. Going into the bottom of the first. No score here at Three Rivers Stadium. Sean Green leading off for the Pirates, 0-1 to him. Grounds it to third. That's a good throw by King for out number 1. Martin Neff is next, 0-1. That's it pretty solidly to left, and that's a home run. Oh my god. It's hard to win games when you're constantly behind. So solo blast from Martinez. It is 1-0 Pittsburgh. We are facing Kevin Young with 1 out. No count to him. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. And now Andy Van Slyke is next, 3-0. And he walks for a base runner after 2 outs for the Pirates. J Bell is next, 2-2 to him. That's a base hit to left. Those rallies after 2 outs, they're starting to make me anxious. Jerry Brooks with 2 on, 2 outs, full count, and he struck out looking. That I like. Alright, we're down 1-0. That shouldn't be unsurmountable. Now we have Ruben Rivera leading inning number 2 for us. 2-2 to him. Grounds it to first, and he's out for out number 1. Jeff King now, 1-1 to him. That's it to center. Sean Green is there, catches it for out number 2. Russ McGuinness, 2 outs, full count. And he walks. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, base runner. Maybe it's our turn to get a rally after 2 outs. Walt Weiss. Oh, okay, probably not. Walt Weiss is next. 2 outs. Runner on first. 1-2. And he struck out swinging. Yeah, that might be a little bit tougher with Walt Weiss as our starting shortstop. I might eventually get tired of it and go for the bat, but probably not. Catcher, second base, shortstop, and center field, I usually try to go with the defense first approach. Alright, Miguel Batista facing Naifi Perez now. 1-1 to him. That's it to right. John Kruk is there and he catches it for out number 1. Paul Conorco is next. 3-1 to him. That's it weekly. The Shields after it. And he drops it. It is an error. Alright, so runner on first, 1 out. Esteban Loaiza is the next batter. He's probably bunting, and he is. And this is going to be a fielder's choice. So we got the lead runner at second base. Sorry with that. Loaiza is safe at first. There's 2 outs now for Sean Green. Runner on first, 2-2. Grounds it to third. A good throw by Jeff King, and it is out number 3. Alright, going into the top of the third, Miguel Batista is leading the third for us, 0-2. Grounds it to short. That's a good throw by J Bell, and that's out number 1. Delino De Shields is next, 2-1. That's it weakly to center. J Bell, oh no, it fell in front of him. Alright, so De Shields gets a base hit here. We have speed on the base paths. Runner on first, 1 out. Kirby Puckett comes to bat, 1-1. That's it weakly to right. Vance Like is there, that's out number 2. Alright, so with 2 outs, runner on first. John Kruk is the batter, no count. De Shields is going. And he's safe. That's 2 stolen bases for him this season. Runner in scoring position now, so a base hit should score the runner. 0-2. Grounds it to second, and that's out number 3. Alright. Inning number 3 over for us. Looks like we're facing the good Esteban Loaiza, sadly. Alright. Martin Neff leads things up for the Pirates in inning number 3. 1-0. Grounds it to third, and that's going to be an error. Or is it an infield single? No, that's an error. We have 2 errors in this game already. Alright, runner on first, nobody out. Kevin Young is the batter, 0-1. That's a base hit to center. Alright, so 2 ons, nobody out. For Andy Van Slyke, 1-2. That's it to center. Kirby Puckett after it. Catches it for out number 1. On the play, the runner makes it to third base. So there's runner on the extremities now with only 1 out. J Bell is the batter. We've been really struggling with getting him out so far. 2-2. Oh, that's popped. We're lucky here. Jeff King catches it for out number 2. All right. Jerry Brooks is next. Still a runner on first and third with 2 outs now. 1-0. Grounds it to first, and he's out. So got into a little bit of hot water here, but we did not allow any runs. It is still 1-0 Pittsburgh. Alright, Ken Turbeck is still looking for his first hit as an Expo. So right now would be a pretty good time to get it. 2-1. And that's going to be extra bases all the way to the fence to left center. Alright, so the Kent Urbeck's first base hit as a Montreal Expo is a double. Alright, so runner in scoring position, nobody out. Ruben Rivera now, no count. Grounds it to third. He's out at first on the play. Urbeck makes it to third base. So now we have a runner on third with 1 out. Jeff King is the batter, so a deep fly ball should score the run. 0-1. Oh, or that will too. That's a wild pitch. Game is tied at 1 thanks to a wild pitch by Esteban Loaiza, scoring Kent Urbeck. And now we have Jeff King at the plate with 1 out and nobody on. 1-2 to him. Struck out looking. Russ McGinnis is next. 2-2. Struck out looking as well. Wow. Alright, bottom of the fourth, tied at 1 thanks to a wild pitch of all things. Nafy Perez is the batter for Pittsburgh, full count to him. And that's gonna fall in front of Rivera for a base hit in left, so the Pittsburgh Pirates get a leadoff hit with, of course, nobody out. Paul Konerko is the batter, no count to him, grounds it to short, and we only get Konerko out at first base, so the runner advances to second base on the play. Sorry about that. My throat was starting to have a lot of excess stuff in it. Alright, runner in scoring position, 1 out. Esteban Loaiza is the batter, 2-2 to him. That's it to right. And that's cut by Croc for out number 2. I thought that maybe it would be above his head, but it was not. Alright, so 2 outs. Still a runner in scoring position. Sean Green is the batter, 1-1. And that's going to be extra bases. It's going to score a run. So the Pirates retake the lead very quickly with a double from Sean Green, scoring who was on base? I forgot. Oh, it was Perez. Alright. So 2-1 Pittsburgh, 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Martin Neff is the batter, 2-2. Struck out swinging. Alright, we needed that. Alright, we're still only 1 run down. We can do it. Walt Weiss is the first batter in the 5th for us. 0-1. And that's it pretty much right at Martin Neff for out number 1. Miguel Batista is next. 1 out, 1-1 to him. Grounds it to short. That's a good throw by J Bell. That's out number 2. Alright, now we have 2 outs. Delano De Shields is the batter. 3-0. He walks on 4 pitches. Alright, Kirby Puckett is next with 2 outs. Runner on first, 1-0. And that's it pretty well. Alright, that's extra bases. It should score De Shields. Come on, buddy. Run like the wind. I believe it's a triple for Kirby Puckett, and I believe that it is a tied game. Yep, that's a triple for Kirby Puckett, and we have a 2-2 game now. So 2 outs, runner on third for John Kruk. We need a base hit here, buddy. 0-2. That's a strikeout, not a base hit. Alright, so we tie the game again. Hopefully we can keep it tied. So Kevin Young leads the 5th for the Pirates now. 2-2. That's a base hit to right. It's going to be extra bases. God, we're struggling. And my player does magic tricks by going through the fence. John Kruk ignoring solid matters and just going through them. Quite the resourceful guy. Alright, Andy Van Slyke, the batter, runner in scoring position. Nobody out. No count. Grounds it to the pitcher. That's out number 1, but now there's a runner on third base with only 1 out, and J Bell comes to the plate. Man, I think we're going to be walking him. Nope, we pitched to him and now we're regretting it. Alright, 2-run blast. It is 4-2. J Bell has been killing us all series long. That's his 3rd home run against us. 4-2 to score. Not great. Not great at all. Jerry Brooks with 1 out. Bases are empty, obviously. 2-0 to him. Grounds it to short. And that's out number 2. That brings up Nafy Perez. No count to him. Grounds it to third. And ladies and gentlemen, we might be losing, but for the first time of the season, our starter actually pitched 5 innings. All right, Kent Herbeck leading the 6th for us. Esteban Loaiza is still on the mound. 1-0. Grounds it to first, and that's out number 1. Alright, Ruben Rivera is next. 1-2 to him. That's it. Weekly to center. Sean Green after it. Catches it for out number 2. Jeff King now. 1-0 to him. Grounds it to second, and that's going to be out number 3. Wow, we are not doing much of anything yet again. I'm gonna try to continue to pitch with Batista. I need to not kill my bullpen that early in the season. Alright, Konarko. No count to him. And that's gonna be a base hit. Falls in front of John Kruk for a leadoff single. Dave Magadan comes in as a pinch hitter. 1-0. Grounds it to second, and that's a double play. Wow, we haven't seen one of them in a while. Alright, 2 outs. Bases are empty for Sean Green. No count. And that's going to fall in. Right in front of Rivera. Oh boy. Alright, Martin Neff is next. There's 2 outs. Runner on first. No count. Oh, and Russ McGinnis catches the runner trying to steal. And it is out number 3. Alright. Alright, so the Pirates are coming in with Bronson Eflin as a reliever. Full count for Russ McGinnis. And he walks. That's his second walk of the game. So McGinnis did okay so far. I'm not disliking his play. And he, of course, got a runner out, so that helps. God, is it time to... No. Alright, runner on first here. We have wall twice, no out, 1-0. Alright, that's a sacrifice hit, so we advance the runner to second base. There's 1 out, and now I'm going to use a pinch hitter. It's gonna be Luis Polonia again. He's gonna get it right this time. I can feel it. Alright, so runner in scoring position, 1 out for Luis Polonia. 2-2. That's it to center, and it's cut by Sean Green for out number 2. Delino De Shields is next. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Full count. That's it, and it falls in the kind of the same type of hit that Sean Green just got against us, and it scores a run. So it is now 4-3 here in the top of the 7th. We have a runner on first, 2 outs. Kirby Puckett is the next batter. 0-2. And De Shields goes, and there's no throw by Konarko, so that's 3 stolen bases for De Shields this season. 1-2 to Kirby Puckett, and that's it to right, and it's gonna fall in. Are we going to be... Yeah, tied game. Kirby Puckett comes through. He was one of my favorite players growing up for a reason. Tied at 4. There's 2 outs now. Runner in scoring position for John Kruk. No count. Grounds it to second. Oh, he boots it. So he's going to be safe on the error. So now we have runners on first and third. 2 outs. Kent Urbeck is the next batter. They are bringing in the lefty Matt Pontbriand. And Kent Urbeck actually has more power against lefties than he does against righties. So I'm going to keep him there. I need a ball hit solidly somewhere. 1-0. Oh, that's a bad pitch. It's 5-4 for the Expos. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs, 2-1 to Urbeck. And that's a base hit to left, and that's going to be extra bases. Alright, we're going to be adding to our lead here. It is now 6-4 for the Expos, thanks to a double by Kent Urbeck. I knew they wouldn't be able to keep those guys completely silent forever. Alright, Ruben Rivera is next. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. No count. They're just going to walk him to face Jeff King. They're bringing in a righty now. It's gonna be Paul Wagner. Oh yeah, I'm gonna answer with Brett Barbary. How about that? Yeah. Let's try to put the game away. Right, Barbary comes. Oh dear God, his power really dropped in the off season. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of power to start with, but now he has a 28 there. Alright, 2 on, 2 outs. Barbary comes in as a pinch hitter, 1-0. Oh, he got drilled. That loads up the bases, folks. So we have... The bases are loaded, 2 outs for Russ McGinnis. I'm keeping him in. He's been playing okay. I know he doesn't have a hit, but he walked twice and he got a runner out. He deserves this at bat. 2-2. That's it to third, and it's true. It's gonna be extra bases. I believe that's a double. That's a double that scores 3. We are up 9-4 now. Take that, Pittsburgh. No, I need to stay humble or else the baseball gods are gonna kill me. That's a thing, right? I know that there's the hockey gods. There ought to be baseball gods as well. Alright, Paul Wagner is still on the mound. Walt Weiss comes to bat after 2 outs. Runner on second, 2-2. Struck out swinging. Oh, that's been a very fruitful inning. We scored 7 runs. We are now up 9-4. Alright, so what do I want to do here? I think I'm just gonna go simple. I'm gonna go ahead and bring, let's bring Michael McLean on the mound. That's gonna be his 1 inning because the pitcher spot is next, and Martin Neff is gonna lead off the Pirates for the bottom of the 7th. Full count. Struck out looking. Kevin Young is next. 1-2. Ooh, that's a blast. All right, it's out of here. It is 9-5 now. Solo blast for Kevin Young. That was kind of opposite field. It was right center. Alright, Andy Van Slyke is next, 0-2. And he struck out looking. So Michael McLean allowed a home run and then fooled 2 batters. They didn't even swing the bat on their strikeouts. Jay Bell is next. He's been killing me. 2 outs, 2-2. Struck out swinging. Michael McLean strikes out the side, although he did allow a solo blast. 9-5 for the Expos going into the top of the 8th. Paul Wagner is still on the mound. I'm going to go ahead and go with Jody Reed. Johnny Nutt is a little bit more versatile in case there's an injury. So Jody Reed comes in to bat as a pinch hitter, 1-2. Grounds it to third. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Delino De Shields is next. 1-2 to him. That's it to right. Van Slyke after it. Catches it for out number 2. Kirby Puckett is next. 0-2. That's it to left, and it's gonna fall in front of Martin Neff for a base hit. So we have a 2-out single here, bringing up John Kruk to bat. Full count. That's it to right. That should be cut by Van Slyke. It is, and that's the end of the inning. We're still up by 4 here. Bring think I'm gonna go with Ota. No. Let's keep Ota for... Let's go with Doris. Surely you're not gonna dump in the shovel again. Alright. Jerry Brooks, first one to face him. Bottom of the 8, we're up 4, no count. And that's it to center, and that's gonna be a base hit, of course. John Doris. You need to get a grip, man. Naifi Perez is next, runner on first, nobody out, no count, and that's gonna be a base hit to left. Jesus. Paul Konerko is the batter, 2 on, nobody out, 0-1, and that's a bad pitch. I'm done. I'm 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out, 2-2. That's a base hit to right. John Doris is out. I've seen enough. Alright, so it is 9-7 now. I've seen enough. I'm bringing in Tom Gordon and I'm going for the 2-inning save. Joe Biasucci comes in as a pinch hitter, runner on first, nobody out, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Sean Green is next, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Martin F is next, 2 outs, runner on first, 2-2. Struck out looking. There you go. That's relief pitching. That's how it's done. It's 9-7, so not a done deal. Kent Herbeck facing Tim Wakefield here in the top of the 9th. 0-2 to Kent Herbeck. Grounds it to short. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Ruben Rivera is next. 1-2. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out for out number 2. Brett Barbary is next. 0-2. That's it to left. And that's cut by Neff for out number 3. We go down in order, and it is 9-7 for the Expos. We're going to see if Tom Gordon can complete this game, shut it out, and give us our first victory. So Kevin Young, first one to face him. 3-0, not good. Kevin Young walks on 4 pitches. And Van Slyke is next. 2-2. That's it. 2. Walt Weiss at short for out number 1. It was a liner. J Bell is next. Runner on first. 1 out. 2-2. Struck out swinging. Oof, that's a big out. J Bell has been dynamite against us. Alright, Jerry Brooks, last out of the Pirates. 2 outs. Runner on first. No count. That's it to center. Kirby Puckett after it. And we finally won our first game of the season. A 9-7 affair. We have been allowing a lot of runs, folks. It's gonna be one of those seasons, it looks like. Alright, so a 9-7 victory. We came back to win that one thanks to a 7-inning, a 7-run 7th inning. We scored 7 in the 7th. Tom Gordon with the save. He did have to pitch 2 innings though. But we took care of business in the end, and that's what matters. We're going to go ahead and sim today. I didn't know I had Jeff Facero. Alright, Jeff Facero is in... Oh, he was probably in the process of clearing waivers. That's probably why. Right, so Facero is in AAA. We kind of knew that we didn't have him at least. Yeah, that's the only transaction that has happened for us today. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. So we are going to be facing the Cards next time out. So it's gonna be a 3-game series. So next time out, we're gonna be playing the Cards in St. Louis. And then we're going to be heading to Colorado to play the Rockies. Expos. So that's gonna be it for today, folks. I have to go and make dinner here pretty soon. Then watch me some hockey with the Sens playing the Washington Capitals. Hopefully we don't get destroyed. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So thank you for tuning in. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.